So this is a new English fleet. We lost the other one that had the Hermes in it, or the whatever. It was a Hermes class. But now we've come across this little nugget, which is honestly a little bit more dangerous in some ways because it's more well-rounded, I guess. And these, the battleships that we ran into before were not as modern. These ones maybe, but have them target the battleships if they can at all possible, if at all possible. The S-Class. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. You'd be tripping. He has no guns left. Oh, well. Have fun with that. Or not, just fuck that up. That's good too. So the way that this works, the reason why it's not working out so great for us, even though I told us to attack the battleships and they're hitting destroyers, is the formation of the fleet. And that's something I actually need to change on all of my fleets. They don't have a consistent formation. And you usually want to use like the circular formation, which I'll show you possibly, but only if I feel like it. Let's see if we can get some better hits in here. But that's the benefit of reforming your fleets, is that you can do nonsense like this, where I just told them to attack battleships, and the battleships are not so much being attacked. We lost several planes there, but we sank... Yeah, probably wasn't worth it, but we sank some ships. Oh, Brunei is going to attack them now. I'm actually not going to watch this, because it's going to be bad. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so now my carrier-based aircraft are going to attack. And I'm going to, again, I'm going to tell them to target the battleships, and they might be able to land some hits on them this time. Oh, yes. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, that didn't go well at all. Oh my. Yep. Okay! Well, I think we have just eliminated all of our bombers from those from those carriers. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to sail them back up to Kure or somewhere where we can get some planes on board. But now we have a potentially sketchy situation here. We do have 5 battleships. This could take quite a while, so I'm just gonna kind of speed through this, and I'll apprise you guys of any kind of interesting sinkings that happen. Sank this one. Hooray. Sank this guy. I think that might be it for the King George V. Yep. That'll do her. Kind of interesting here, because there wasn't a whole lot of ship-to-ship combat in World War II in the Pacific Theater. But we're starting out with a pretty significant battle here, and we're about to probably sink 2 battleships, just because we have such overwhelming firepower here. I'm glad that I happened upon this fleet. What can I say? Let's watch this attack real quick. Very nice. Uh-oh. Don't smoke. Smoking's bad for you. Oh my. Smoking, once again, has proven fatal. I think the rest of this is just going to be cleanup. And it's not going to go very well for the British. Dear me. Well, we took very little damage. And the entire 17th Fleet, which is basically Force Z, has been sunk. And as I was sinking it, it said Phillips was lost. That is Tom Phillips, the commander of Force Z, who historically was also killed in the course of combat with the Japanese, although I think that they bombed his ship rather than what happened here today. So, just a weird little coincidence, I guess. Meanwhile, speaking of weird, of course, the enemy is continuing to shell, or attempt to shell, an empty base. Brilliant. We have a fleet off the coast of Marshall. Let's take a look. What? It's just a bunch of destroyers. Okay. That's interesting. They're probably going to land some troops there, I guess. I think I'm going to dispatch my third fleet here because we're definitely not having any luck tracking down those Americans over there. Although these are just destroyers. We can... Let's see what kind of... Hang on. Let's take a look at what we've got here at Marshall as far as air power. It's not that great. I really want them to be using torpedoes. Is there a way I can do that? Crud. There's a lot of Marines and Army there, so I'm not really concerned about what troops they land there. Sending my 2 subs against 8 destroyers is suicidal. Believe me, I can say that with some authority. Let's see if we have some other assets to send over there. I'll take a look and get back with you. So my plan is to have the, let's see, was it the 14th and 15th? Yeah, the 14th and 15th fleets go to Marshall, because I don't want to split up my fast attack force. If I move my battleships and cruisers away from the carriers and we run into the enemy fleet, they will be very exposed and it will be very, very bad for us. So I decided to keep them consolidated. And I also have some subs heading into the area to detect any further fleets, I guess. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens with that. I really don't feel like attacking a task force of 8 destroyers with 1 sub. That just doesn't seem prudent, so I'm not going to do it. It's really more important that the subs provide reconnaissance, I guess. So let's just speed through this here and see what happens with this turn. I'll just post highlights, I guess. Oh, that was a mistake right there, though. We'll see how this goes, and then we'll move on to other things off screen. This could be actually kind of bad. I can't watch. I can't watch. Uh-oh. If they only lost 2... Oh, dear. Welp. Well, fortunately, that just means that the Issei won't be horribly repurposed later in the war, right? It won't be turned into some kind of god-awful abomination of a half aircraft carrier, half battleship. Yeah? Isn't that what that means? So wait, there were 3... Uh-oh. So they have another fleet that's actually at Marshall now. And it's all destroyers, so I'm not going to watch this either. We'll just skip ahead here. That didn't go very well for them. We sunk 3 of their destroyers with our land forces. And they landed a division, but we sustained a little bit of damage to our airplanes, but not really to our ground forces, so that didn't go very well for them. And dear God, they just can't get enough of Gilbert. I have you now. Well, it's a fleet, at least. It's detected by the faithful I-69. So I'm going to have to possibly give some orders here. Maybe? I bet that's just a bunch of battleships, honestly. I won't bore you with the details, but I do, I think, need to tell... Let's see what I can do here. Can I tell these guys to use torpedoes? How do I tell them to use torpedoes, please? Can I do that? Is that a thing? They're very pretty, but can they use torpedoes? Well, I'll see if I can figure this out. Oh boy. Hopefully we can launch a strike on him. Well, I can't figure it out, so we're just gonna have to give it a try. I even looked up the manual, and there's no relevant option that I can find to change that. So if any of you happen to know, I'm definitely all ears, because this is gonna be kind of a wasted attack in a way, I think. It'll be good, don't get me wrong. It's just not gonna be as spectacular as it should be. And I want a spectacle, god damn it. Alright, let's watch the first, I guess, barrage here, or whatever you want to call it. And now, see, these are dive bombers, and it makes sense, or bombers at least. And it makes sense for them to be bombing them. They did a very commendable job there, by the way. Let's see if that's enough to sink this. Doesn't look like it. But see, now, these are the ones that are torpedo bombers. And they have comported themselves very well today. But I think that they would do even better with torpedoes, that's all I'm saying. This could go on for a while, so I will let you know of any noteworthy sinkings, which may have just happened, actually. These guys are no joke. They're angry. Alright. Let's see if... Oh, well, it's a light cruiser, but I'll let you know if it sinks. It sunk. Let's see what happens next. Another light cruiser that has also sunk. And we damaged another heavy cruiser. Not a good day for them. So let's see if the... What? Okay. Well, let's see if the other fleet attacks this this same American fleet. And it looks like they're going to get a second round from the third fleet here. Here we go. Let's watch the first round. Oh, they're going to go after the damaged one. And I think they're going to get a kill. Yup. And another one. They have 2 cruisers left. And we have a lot of planes to go. Oh boy. That's one more, and then this will be the last ship. Everything else will be transports. Not bad. This could be it for them. Let's take a look. Nope. And it's on fire. That's another thing that can happen. If a ship gets lit aflame, it sustains damage every turn. I don't know how that works exactly in air raids, but I don't think it's the fire that's going to get them this time. They didn't even have any anti-aircraft fire going up. They're done. That entire fleet is gone. Uh-oh. I was expecting this, but it still is somewhat shocking. They have occupied Gilbert. And I have... You know, I destroyed a bunch of their cruisers, but I still have failed to locate their carriers, and that hurts. That really grinds my gears. Meanwhile, the American Marines are just getting beaten to hell and gone on Marshall. It's pretty bad, actually. We have 4 divisions there, and these guys are just not getting the support they need. So, good for us, bad for them. Here we go. This is what we were looking for. We did detect this 16th fleet, but I'm much more interested in that fleet right there. Oh, hello. This is the British carrier fleet. I will have that sub attack that fleet, for sure. This is going to be a big turn for us, so I will apprise you of the battle developments. We are bombing the Lexington, it would seem. We did kind of fuck that one up, but we did land a hit there. This is a big one here. It's falling down on the job. Oh, but that was pretty good. That was very, very good, actually. I think that'll do it. Yeah, yep. That thing is done. What? You're making a fool of me. Thanks, video games. Jeez. Slightly damaged the stern, huh? Get it. Get it, girl. Wow. Ah, there you go. Excellent. We took quite a lot of losses, but totally worth it. We have another fleet attacking there, too. Oh. Well, that's okay, too, actually. That was really the priority of that fleet, and if we can take out this battleship here, actually, that would be just fine and dandy by me. They're in a bad formation for this, too, because we can just straight up attack that battleship there. One thing to note is the classes that are used in P.T.O. 2 aren't exactly correct sometimes. And unfortunately, I'm not really deeply familiar with all the different battleship classes. So, for all I know, this is completely erroneous, but I'm going to assume that this is the USS Maryland, I guess. Really, what I should be doing is trying to sink transports here. Although we did just damage their AA guns. And again, they're still... Well, these are bombers, but they're still not using torpedoes. It would really be super if they would do that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. This thing is taking a beating. And so are my planes. Dear God, I'm going to have to re-up on planes somehow. We're pretty far out there. There you go. And where are we attacking now? Ah, that's fine. Good work. Great gerb. Alright. I know that these are kind of tedious, I guess, but I find myself transfixed by the action. Damn it. Well, that's not good. Ah, well. Not too shabby. We've just bagged a battleship and, more importantly, a carrier. And yeah, they're gonna attack Marshall. I don't really care. So, the intrepid captain of the I-69 has decided to attack the 8th Fleet. The 8th Fleet has a crap ton of destroyers and possibly light cruisers. This is not a good idea. So I'm going to tell him to break it off because... actually, I could tell him to wait, and then wait until the the actual warships are off the screen, and then have him attack the transports, which is going to take a little while, so I will off-screen it. Meanwhile, we are going to be attacking the British carriers here. And they have cruisers that might be light cruisers with depth charges, but I'm going to go ahead and have this sub here attempt to attack their carriers. Wish me luck. Oops. It got sunk. I made a boo-boo. Was one of my commanders on that one? No. It hit the ballast tank of the sub. Or actually the, I guess it would instead be the air tanks. And it was forced to surface and then it was destroyed. Did land a hit on a carrier, but they're dead. And they're gonna get the shit kicked out of them. And with that, the month of December, the year of 1941, and Doug's turn are all over. I was about to say that it went out with a whimper instead of a bang, because, well, we actually did attack that destroyer flotilla that was attacking Marshall. I did that off-screen for reasons that are only known to me, and even then, I don't really know. I'm lying. So I didn't record it, but we destroyed it. It wasn't that fascinating, to be frank, but there is still a lot of American traffic in that area, so we'll have to look out for that in the next month. But then this happened. The Yamato is now online, so we can actually assign it to the first fleet that's in Kure, but that will make it a fleet of 2 battleships, which is really not adequate. So I probably won't be doing that just yet. I'll have to wait for maybe a fleet to get freed up, and then we can send it up there. But, you know, that's obviously dependent on the orders of the next admiral. And about that, the way that it's going to work is that Doug is still technically in command through the card game that's about to come up. And by the way, I got a surprisingly positive response to that, so I'm going to be including it for the foreseeable future, unless people say, no, I'm sick and tired of that nonsense with the cards. So at least for this month, I will be showing you the card game. And again, Doug is still... His requests will still be honored, and that's how I kind of intend to kind of shake things up a little bit. Basically, you'll be taking command after the previous admiral has done the conference, if that makes any sense. So that can kind of screw you over a little bit, but it can also be helpful. It's a team-building exercise. It's like a you know, one of those things where, you know, you close your eyes and you fall backwards and nobody manages to catch you, and you fall and you hurt your back. It's basically going to be like that. So look forward to that. Also look forward to the card game, which will be following this video. What amazing production values! I've planned this very, very well. So that is the month of December in the bag, and I'll see you at the conference table.